I went inside in order to rest, in order to eat, in order to shower. The word in order is a word we usually use in order to explain the reason for our action, but most of us sometimes use it wrongly. And some other times you may even want to say it using the Arabic language and you don't know how. That is why we have these three words on the board as you can see. The first one is the word Kay, the second is Likay, and the last is Likayla. All of these have the same or even similar meaning, only that K has the opposite meaning of Likayla. First, let's choose K and explain it because afterwards, Likay and Likayla will be easy for you to understand. Assalamu alaikum, ahlan wa sahlan. For those of us who have not hit on the join button below to get to our membership, in order for them to get members only perks, exclusive contents for our members like members only quizzes, members only videos, members only comments on the live, then it is time for you to do that as you've missed a lot. Ahlan wa sahlan, you're welcome back. As we were saying, the word K simply means in order to give you a reason. Now, the word K is among the nawasibul fi'l mudari. What do you mean by nawasib? It simply means some of the particles or words which work on the present tense verbs and change them to the subjunctive case. We all know that present tense verbs in the Arabic language, which we call af'alul mudari'ah, these present tense verbs, they end with either dhamma, fatha, or sukun. But originally, all present tense verbs should end with dhamma. Like yadhhabu, he's going. Yaqtulu, he's killing. Yaqulu, he is eating. Yarji'u, he is returning. And yadurusu, he is studying. All of these are ending with what? Dhamma. Now, there are four particles which can make these present tense verbs to appear in fatha. And one of these particles is the word idan, another is lan, another is an, and the last is k, which we say an, lan, idan, k. Today I want to treat one of these, which is the word K. So whenever the word K is coming, it appears simply with the present tense verb, and it will change the present tense verb to carry fatha. That is why we call this word K as harfu masdariya nasbun, harfu masdariya nasbin wastiqbalin, meaning this K is a particle of gerund in the English language, as we call it, or a particle of verbal noun. This is to show that whenever this particle appears with a present tense verb, it gives it the meaning of a verbal noun. This we shall discuss further. This is also a particle of nasb, a subjunctive particle, because it changes the present tense verb to carry fatha, and this is also a futuristic particle, harfu istiqbali. Now, let me provide you with an example to clarify this. I can say, dakhaltul masjida likay usalliya, or kay usalliya, which simply translates to I entered into the mosque, or I entered the mosque in order to pray, so that I can pray. The same way I can say, dakhaltul ghurfata kay astariha, I entered the room in order to rest, so I can rest. So the word usolliya, you can see it is carrying fatha because of K. The word astariha is also carrying fatha because of K. This is very simple. So when next you make a sentence and you want to say in order, simply make use of K, then put the present tense verb in fatha. Another thing to point to is that the word K, usually or mostly, it will appear with li. This lam is called lam talib, the lam of purpose, the lam of reason for performing an action. So it is usually joined. So you simply say dakhaltul masjida likay usalliya. I entered into the mosque in order to pray. Dakhaltul ghurfata likay astariha. I entered into the room in order to rest. Now we are done with K and likay. Coming to likayla, the word K, which means in order, the opposite of it will be in order not. So K means in order to. If you want to say in order not to, an example to clarify this, I can say ta'akhartu likay la yadribanil mudarrisu. I delayed in order for the teacher not to beat me. So, in order not to. Can you see the difference? La has been added to the word likay, so it becomes likayla. And when la is added to it, the la will be joined with it, and it becomes likayla, in order not to. And the present tense verb will still be carrying fatha. MashaAllah. This is what we shall be learning in this lesson. We are still on lesson 25 of the book 3 of our book Durusul Lughat Al-Arabiya. And for those of us who have not had a copy of it, simply go to the description box and download it through the PDF link placed over there. Here we have from our book, Istalqaitu ala qafaya likay astariha. This line was what we read in the previous passage in the lesson previously, link placed above. He said, the student said, Istalqaitu ala qafaya. I laid down on my back. Likay astariha, in order to rest. In order for me to rest. So look at the word likay, in order, astariha. The word astariha is the present tense. Now it is carrying fatha because of K. He says K, the word K, min nawasibil mudari, is among those particles which changes a present tense verb into the subjunctive case carrying fatha. What you summa, and this K is called harfu masdariyatin, a particle of gerund, a particle which changes a verb, which gives a verb the meaning of a verbal noun. One nasbin, it is also a particle of subjunctive, wastiqbalin, and a futuristic particle. لأنها تجعل ما بعدها في تعويل مصدر. This is because whenever the word K appears, it changes the verb coming after it. It gives the verb coming after it the meaning of a masdar, the meaning of a gerund, the meaning of a verbal noun. فَتَعْوِيلُ الْمِثَالِ السَّابِقِ. Therefore, the meaning of the previous example which we gave, what we said is طَلَقَيْتُ عَلَى قَفَايَ. I laid down on my back. Likay astariha, in order for me to rest. So how does the word K give the meaning of gerund, the meaning of a verbal noun, to astariha? Look at it. The meaning of this is that what? Istalqaitu ala qafaya listirahatin. I lie down on my back for rest. So when you remove K from there, the gerund, the verbal noun, can easily replace both K and the verb. So that's why we say li istiraha. MashaAllah. Now wal ghalibu, and majorly, an tasbiqaha lamul jarri. Mostly this word K, it will come before or after the word lam. Li. So lam will always accompany it mostly. Allati tufidu ta'ali. This lam is the lam of ta'ali, the lam of purpose, reason for doing something. فَإِن لَمْ تَسْبِقَهَا فَهِيَ مُقَدَّرَةٌ. Even if you don't see this lam accompany it, then this lam is latent, it is hidden. إِذَا دَخَلَتْ لَا النَّافِي عَلَى الْفِعْلِ كُتِبَتْ مُتَّصَلَةً بِكَيْ. If the prohibitive la, if the negative la is accompanying a verb, do you understand? Like when I say la adhabu, I am not going. If it's accompanying a verb and K has to come before it, the la will be made to attach to K. It will become Kayla adhabu, li Kayla adhabu, in order for me not to go. Understood? Like here we have an example. Asri, rush, be fast. Li Kayla tata'akhkhara anid darsi, in order for you not to delay from the lesson, not to be late for the lesson. MashaAllah. Ta'ammal al-amthilat al-atiya. At this juncture, you can do something by yourself. That's why we have ta'ammal al-amthilat al-atiya. Study the examples below. Likay, likay. The examples will be for the word likay. Number one, we have iltahaqtu bil jami'ati al-islamiyyati. I joined the Islamic University لكي أتعلم اللغة العربية وعلوم الدين, in order for me to learn the Arabic language and the religious studies or sciences. So you can see لكي أتعلم. Number two, we have اجتهد, struggle, كي تنجح, in order to succeed. لكي تنجح, in order to succeed. Jim, we have قال أحمد لأختي. Ahmad said to his sister, ابحثي عن هذا الكتاب في مكتبة كليتك. Search for this book in your school library. اكتبي اسمه لكي لا تنسى. Write the name down in order not to forget. So tansa is ending with harful illa. That is why the fatha cannot be shown on the harful illa. It is muqaddar, later it is hidden. Dal, we have ذهب زملائي إلى السوق. My colleagues went to the market لكي يشتروا الحوائج, in order for them to buy the needs. Can you see how I did this? So لكي يشتروا. So the word yashtaru originally was yashtaruna, but to show that K is appearing, the nun is omitted. Yashtaru, mashallah. Here we have, lastly, asri'u, rush. لكي لا تفوتنا الطائرة, so we don't miss the airplane or we don't miss the plane. So لكي لا تفوتنا, mashallah. So we can see from this lesson how the word K is being brought in several examples. Here we have a short exercise which says da fil faragi fi mayali. Place in the spaces below fi mayati, which is coming likay, the word likay and likayla. Likay means in order, likayla in order not to. Thumma addil al-fi'l alladhi yaliha. Then correct the verb which comes after it. Then you are to work on the verb which comes after them. The number one we have, اتصل كثير من الشباب بالجامعة. A lot of the youths called the university لكي يستفسروا عن شروط القبول, in order to ask about the rules governing the acceptance. They want to know the laws governing the acceptance. They want to know the rules, the conditions for the acceptance into the university. So yastafsaru, because the word yastafsaruna, when you want to put it in the case of non-subjunctive case, the nun will simply be removed. Like yaf'aluna, it becomes kay yaf'alu, mashallah. Number two, we have kana maw'idu rihlati sa'atu thalitha sabahan. The appointed time for the journey is 3 o'clock in the morning, 3 a.m. فَجَلَسْنَا نَتَحَدَّثُ, and we sat discussing لِكَيْ لَا نَنَامَ, in order not to sleep, in order for us not to sleep. نَنَامَ. Number three, we have سَأَلْتُكَ أَسْئِلَةً كَثِيرَةً. I asked you a lot of questions. لِكَيْ أَفْهَمَ الْمَسْأَلَةَ جَيِّدًا, in order to understand the matter very well. Do you understand? لِكَيْ أَفْهَمَ. Number four, we have Ya George. Oh George, غير اسمك, change your name. لكي لا يظن الناس أنك نصراني, in order for people not to think you are a Christian. So change your name. لكي لا يظن. Number five, we have Ya Zainab. Oh Zainab, استيقظي مبكرة, wake up early. لكي لا تتأخري عن أداء الصلاة والدرس. In order for you not to be late in performing the prayer and also the lesson. So تتأخرين, you are delaying for the female. But when it is supposed to be put in the nasbu case, subjunctive case, because of K, the nun will be removed. It becomes tata'akhari. So with this, we come to the end of this lesson on the usage of Kay, Likay, and Likayla. We ask Allah to bless the little effort we have put in learning this language. Until we meet again, Jazakumullahu khairan. Do not forget to share. Don't forget to share. Press the like button and drop a comment in the comment section. Until we meet, Jazakumullahu khairan. Wassalamu alaikum.